We will be starting in around 5 minutes' time. If you've not got a pen and paper, do come and get a pen and paper from the quiz desk. Hello and welcome if you're watching online. Is this in the thing? Strong. Oh, there. No, it's good. Something. Well, if you're watching online, then a very warm welcome to you. We will be starting in around 3 minutes' time. I can't promise you'll always be able to hear what I say. I can't promise you can hear what I say now. But to be fair, I also can't promise you're actually there. Right, let's get started. Welcome, welcome, one and all, to the Vern Bar Quiz. Whoa, it's a quiz in a bar. So, as always, if you'd like to come up and get a drink from the bar, then do so. That is welcome. It's been 50 questions. The best team name will win a chance to pick a round for the next quiz. The winning team will win a £20 bar tab. So it's all to play for. Our first round is the links round. Thank you very much to Luke for this round. The links round works as follows. We're going to show you 9 seemingly general knowledge questions. But the first 9 answers all have something in common. So the answers to the first 9 questions share a common theme. And the 10th question will be, what's the link? What is the thing that links those things together? So first question of the quiz. Question number 1. In 2013, who became the first British male winner of Wimbledon since 1936? In 2013, who became the first British male winner of Wimbledon since 1936? If you've not got pen and paper, do go up to the quiz desk and rectify that. Next up, question number 2. What is the third colour of the rainbow? What's the third colour of the rainbow? What is the third colour of the rainbow? What could it be? A lovely bird here, spotted not very often in Britain, but taken by our very own Luke Nash, this photo, I don't know what the name of the bird was, but Luke did just tell me. Apparently this is taken in Scunthorpe. Next question, question 3. Which modern-day country in Central Africa was formerly known as Zaire? What modern-day country in Central Africa was formerly known as Zaire? Question number 4. Who is the Queen's youngest grandchild? Who is the Queen's youngest grandchild? Well done if you know this. This feels niche knowledge to me. Question number the Links Round. Which TV series, the fourth in the saga, stars Rowan Atkinson, Tony Robertson, Hugh Laurie, and Stephen Fry as soldiers on the Western Front in World War One? Which TV series, the fourth in the saga, stars Rowan Atkinson, Tony Robertson, Hugh Laurie, and Stephen Fry as soldiers on the Western Front of World War One? Classic stuff, frankly. Question number 6. In which major Tyneside monastery did Bede die? In which major Tyneside monastery did Bede die? If Bede did indeed die. Why did you say that sentence like it was a reference to something? Hard luck, James. So what? I don't think anything would have been changed on that. Do you want to have a look at this? Question number 7. Which book written by Arthur Ransom and published in 1930 tells of the adventures of the Walkers and Blacketts in the Lake District? Which book written by Arthur Ransom and published in 1930 tells of the adventures of the Walkers and the Blacketts in the Lake District? Next up, question number 8. What name is given to a diplomatic incident which took place in 1861 during the American Civil War when the Union captured 2 Confederate envoys aboard a British mail steamer? What name is given to a diplomatic incident which took place in 1861 during the American Civil War when the Union captured 2 Confederate envoys aboard a British mail steamer? A hard history question for you here. Luke Nash, our question writer for this round, is a history student. It shows. Question number 9. According to the CDC, what is the most prevalent mosquito-borne disease in the continental United States? According to the CDC, what is the most prevalent mosquito-borne disease in the continental United States? And just a reminder, as for question number 9, that all of these 9 answers, the first 9 answers, do share a common link, and that might help you get some of them. We'll go back through the questions at the end of the round. And viewers at home, you better know what's coming up next. Question number 10. Question number 10. As always, what is the link? What's the link? What's the thing that links those first 9 answers together? What's the link? We're going to nip through those questions again. Question number 1. In 2013, who became the first British male winner of Wimbledon since 1936? Question number 2. What is the third colour of the rainbow? Question number 3. Which modern-day country in Central Africa was formerly known as Zaire? Question number 4. Who is the Queen's youngest grandchild? Question number 5. Which TV series, the fourth in the saga, stars Rowan Atkinson, Tony Robertson, Hugh Laurie, and Stephen Fry as soldiers on the Western Front of World War I? Question number 6. In which major Tyneside monastery did Bede die? Question number 7. Which book written by Arthur Ransom and published in 1930 tells of the adventures of the Walkers and the Blacketts in the Lake District? Question number 8. What name is given to a diplomatic incident which took place in 1861 during the American Civil War, where the Union captured 2 Confederate envoys aboard a British mail steamer? Question number 9. According to the CDC, what is the most prevalent mosquito-borne disease in the continental United States? And question number 10, as always, what's the link? Up next, round by Niall. Thank you, Niall, for this round. This is an anagrams round, so we're going to show you some strings of letters, which, when jumbled up, will give you a UK TV sitcom. The number of words in the anagram is not necessarily the same number of words in the name of the TV show. Question. Sorry about the background there, but you know, I lost again. Question number 1. Advancing Yeast. Advancing Yeast. What UK TV sitcom is this an anagram of? The eagle-eyed viewers among you will notice that this is not a legal Scrabble move. This is just a little bit of fun. Yes, that's very true. As Laura points out, that no, it's true. It is an illegal move. It's unlikely to happen. Within the standard rules of UK Scrabble, accepted by the United Kingdom Scrabble Confederacy, but the UKSD SC has lost power of late. So, what do they know? Torched Wit. Torched Wit. Which TV sitcom is this? Torched Wit. Question number 3. Neuter Dumbo. Neuter Dumbo. No elephants were harmed in the making of this quiz. Neuter Dumbo. What UK TV sitcom is this? What? What? Oh, Theft Dad. Theft Dad. What program is this? Theft Dad. What program could this be? Next one. Next up is question number 5. Nicky Aaron Hayden. Nicky Aaron Hayden. Nicky Aaron Hayden. If you're joining us online, I hope you're well. Three watching. 3 of you watching online, apparently. That could be, that's only 3 screens. That could be a higher number than that. Lovely to have you on board. I hope you can hear me okay. Oh, sorry, went on to question 6 too soon. Question 6? Question number 6. U-boat candied. U-boat candied. Yeah. Oh, come on, come on. I don't even hear the tunes, but it is tuned off the tunes. Next up, question number 7. Shaft read. Shaft read. And if you missed it, by the way, question number 5 was nifty errand hiding. What's I guess I read? Oh gosh. And not until someone's passing by. Need so much. Next up on the right, Ethernet newbies. Ethernet newbies. What could it be? Aren't we all Ethernet newbies in many ways? Newbies, newbies, newbies. Lawrence, I'm not sure about this Scrabble they've constructed here. May well be. And then they also couldn't stick to the rules for a couple of reasons. Right. Next up, question break. What evil fairy? What evil fairy? This is exactly the round that will be completely different. Probably not one answer in common if it was done at my dad's local church quiz, made by a 75-year-old man. So very much an old little man crowd. You have a lot of hello. Are you being served? Yeah, just about. But I got him to do my reference, and he wrote it quickly and phoned me really apologetic because he couldn't find it out. And he brought it up around. He lives like 20 minutes away. He brought it down to the house, and all I had to do was scroll down once to the reflection. Well meaning. And last up, this one, an anagram of the first letter of all the, not answers, all the questions. So this The answer here is not going to be a TV program. It's going to be another word that's an anagram of the first letter of each of the questions, not the answers, the questions. So we'll go through the questions again in a minute if you need a refresher. But it's just a word, sort of countdown style, that's an anagram of those letters. Like a countdown conundrum. Probably is right, right? I guess that's the person you stuff like. Right. So to help you out with that question, maybe, and for a refresher of the others, here are the questions again. If you need to make a note of any of them, that might help in future if you've got any time. Advancing yeast. Question number 2, torched wit. Question number 3, neuter Dumbo. Question number 4, theft dare. Question number 5, nifty errand hiding. Question number 6, U-boat candied. Question number 7, shaft ream. Question number 8, Ethernet newbies. Question number 9, botched evil fairies. And then each of these, the first letters of the questions, jumbled up, will make a word. Make a word. We'll combine this with a short break. If you need the loo or want to get a drink, we'll be back at 1:15. In the break, have a lovely time, y'all. Right, here we go. Then further here's round number 3. Thank you to Annabelle for this round. This is a word snake about sport. So these are 10 questions about sport, but to help you along your way, the last letter of each answer is the first letter of the next answer. And the last letter of the final answer is the first letter of the first answer. So it all loops around. So that is each answer, the last letter is the first letter of the next one. You'll get the hang of it. Question number 1. Which tennis tournament was Novak Djokovic deported from this week? Which tennis tournament was Novak Djokovic deported from and then not deported from and then deported from again this week? Next up, question number 2. Which English golfer was ranked #1 for a total of 97 weeks and now works as a TV commentator? Which English golfer was ranked #1 for a total of 97 weeks and now works as a TV commentator? Next up, question number 3. In billiards, what colour is ball number 5? In billiards, what colour is ball number 5? Question number 4. With 2 clear points, how many points are needed to win a game of squash? With 2 clear points, how many points are needed to win a game of squash? Next up, question number 4. Which ball sport began in the 1980s but has not yet been played at the Olympics? Which ball sport began in the 1890s but has not yet been played at the Olympics? If you struggle to figure out, maybe the word snake constraints will help you. Question number 6. In hockey, what is the position of the offensive player on the port side of the pitch? In hockey, what is the position of the offensive player on the port side of the pitch? I think this player should make an effort to be less offensive. Question number 7. What is the name of Preston's football stadium, often hailed as the world's oldest stadium in continuous use? What is the name of Preston's football stadium, often hailed as the world's oldest stadium in continuous use? And by the way, when we get the next question, if what you got for this doesn't fit with the next question, it's possible you need to add an extra word to this one. Now, Taikion and Kalahari Pantiyatu are all examples of which sports bracket? The Following on the screen are all examples of which sports bracket? And question number 9. What sport is Bellevue in Manchester known for? What sport is Bellevue in Manchester known for? Right. Question number 10. Which recreational activity is contentiously classified as a sport and sounds similar to a bear character popular with children? Which recreational activity is contentiously classified as a sport and sounds similar to a bear character popular with children? And the last letter of this is the first letter of the first answer of this round, if that helps. Let's nip through those questions again. Question number 1. Which tennis tournament was Novak Djokovic deported from this week? Question number 2. Which English golfer ranked number 1 for was ranked number 1 for a total of 97 weeks and now works as TV commentator? Question number 2. In billiards, what colour is ball number 5? Question number 4. With 2 clear points, how many points are needed to win a game of squash? Question number 5. Which ball sport began in the 1890s and has not yet been played in the Olympics? Question number 6. In hockey, what is the position of the offensive player on the port side of the pitch? Question number 7. What is the name of Preston's football stadium, often hailed as the world's oldest stadium in continuous use? Question number 8. These 3 terms are all examples of which sports bracket? Question number 9. What sport is Belgium, Manchester known for? And question number 10. Which recreational activity can potentially classified as a sport sounds similar to a bear character popular with children? There we go. We will shortly be with the specialist round. Oi, I love it. Zoe, by the way, if you're watching, I'm aware this picture is from the HBO series Rome, and this is not technically Imperial Latin, maybe, because there was an emperor or something. And I know classes hate Cicero as well, so here's a picture of Cicero. Thank you. Right. So this is the specialist round. This was chosen by the people who won the best team name last week. They chose a round on Imperial Latin. Imperial here just to denote the fact that I wasn't allowed to base it on Church Latin. And I don't know any Latin, and I did write the round, so it's not going to be too Latin-y. And if you were hoping for a hardcore Latin round, then you will be irritated. And that's the Hugo Bush guarantee. Question number 1. Associated with the Roman Republic, the letters SPQR appeared on many Roman coins, documents, and monuments. It stands for Senatus Populesque what? Associated with the Roman Republic, the letters SPQR appeared on many Roman coins, documents, and monuments. It stands for Senatus Populesque blank what? What's the blank? Question number 2. In the name Gaius Julius Caesar, which of these words is the praenomen? In the name Gaius Julius Caesar, which of these is the praenomen? Question number 3. One of the most famous Latin language epic poems, the Aeneid, was written by which poet? One of the most famous Latin language epic poems, the Aeneid, was written by which poet? Next up is question number 4. Due to its many official languages, Switzerland uses its Latin name in some official circumstances to avoid favoring one of the languages over another. For example, the two-letter internet code is an abbreviation for the Latin name of the country. What's the two-letter internet code of Switzerland? What is the two-letter internet code of Switzerland? Question number 5. What century saw the beginning of the construction of the Valum Adriani? Which century saw the beginning of the construction of the Valum Adriani? Here, the Imperial Latin comes in the name at the end. Next up, question number 6. Pax Romana is a Latin phrase used to describe the relative peace granted by the hegemonic status of the Roman Empire in the classical world. Similarly, Pax Britannica is used to describe the same for the British Empire in the 19th century. What empire is referred to in the phrase Pax Sinica? What empire is referred to in the phrase Pax Sinica? Question number 7. What Latin phrase often used in English means this for that and appears in the song The Room Where It Happens from the musical Hamilton? What Latin phrase often used in English means this for that and appears in the song The Room Where It Happens from the musical Hamilton? And if I'm going to write Latin round, I will at least work Hamilton in. Number 8. Meaning bridge builder. What imperial Latin term is also the Twitter handle of the Pope? Meaning bridge builder. What imperial Latin term is also the Twitter handle of the Pope? Question number 8. Who played Marcus Junius Brutus in the Rome series? This just isn't related to Imperial Latin, but that's okay. The same actor also played Prince Philip in The Crown, Ebio Tully in Game of Thrones. Who played Marcus Junius Brutus in the Rome series? Same actor played Prince Philip in The Crown and Ebio Tully in Game of Thrones. Question number 10. Bellum Gallicum is an Imperial Latin phrase used to refer to the Gallic Wars waged by Julius Caesar. Another series of wars, Bellum Automatorum, was a British television series in which homemade robots fought each other. Also in the series were the house robots designed to make life more difficult for the competitors. One of these was armed with a grabbing claw and a lance. What was that house robot? Bellum Gallicum is an Imperial Latin phrase used to refer to the Gallic Wars waged by Julius Caesar. Another series of wars, Bellum Automatorum, was a British television series in which homemade robots fought each other. Also in the series were the house robots designed to make life more difficult for competitors. One of these was armed with a grabbing claw and a lance. What was that house robot? Thank you very much to friend of the show, Joseph Cooper, for helping me translate Robot Wars into Latin. A little bit of extra information. We decided roboticum wouldn't do because robot comes from Czech, and that just wouldn't make sense in this context. Right, we'll just get through them before going for our final round. Question number 1. Associated with the Roman Republic, the SPQR appeared on many Roman coin documents and monuments. It sounds like Senatus Populesque what? Question number 2. In the name Gaius Julius Caesar, which of these is the praenomen? Question number 3. One of the most famous Latin language epics poems, the Aeneid, was written by which poet? Question number 4. Due to its many official languages, Switzerland used the Latin name in some official circumstances to avoid favouring one of the languages over another. For example, the 2-letter internet code is an abbreviation for the Latin name of the country. What is the 2-letter internet code for Switzerland? Question number 5. What century saw the beginning of the construction of the Valum Hadriani? Pax Romana is a Latin phrase used to describe the relative peak granted by the hegemonic status of the Roman Empire in the classical world. Similarly, Pax Britannica is used to describe the same for the British Empire in the 19th century. What empire is referred to in the phrase Pax Sinica? Question number 7. What Latin phrase, often used in English, means this for that and appears in the song Remember It Happened from the musical Hamilton? Question number 8. Meaning bridge builder, what imperial Latin term is also the Twitter handle of the Pope? Question number 9. Who played Marcus Junius Brutus in the Rome series? Same actor also played Prince Philip in The Crown and Ebio Tully in Game of Thrones. Question number 10. Bellum Gallicum is an imperial Latin phrase used to describe the Gallic Wars waged by Julius Caesar. Another series of wars of Bellum Automatorum was a British television series in which homemade robots fought each other. In this, the house robots. One of these house robots was armed with a grabbing claw and a lance. What was that house robot? Absolute unit of a song. Such a tune. My grand's hat that she was wearing when she came down the train was like a big fur leopard print top hat. Or looked like a top hat. And I did wear it looking like the guy from Jamiroquai. That's terrifying. Oh, and he's actually smacked to the face with it. Insult to injury. Right, next up is the Wipeout round, the final round of the quiz. And let me tell you, it's a high stakes round. It's 10 general knowledge questions, but for each one, if you write down the answer and you get the answer wrong, you get an automatic 0 points for the entire round. So if you write down an answer and it's right, brilliant, you get a point. If you leave an answer blank, that's fine, no jeopardy there. But if you write down an answer and it's wrong, then you will get 0 points for the entire round. So only write down an answer if you're really sure, basically. Thank you very much to Lawrence for this round. Question number 1. Who was the most recent defender to win the Ballon d'Or? Who was the most recent defender to win the Ballon d'Or? Question number 2. The CIA headquarters, the George Bush Center for Intelligence, is located in which state? The CIA headquarters, the George Bush Center for Intelligence, is located in which state? Question number 10. Which pop artist had albums Confession on a Dance Floor and True Blue? What pop artist had albums Confession on the Dance Floor and True Blue? Next up is Wipeout Round, in which if you get one wrong, that's 0 points for the entire round. Question number 4. Cognac is what type of liquor? Cognac is what type of liquor? Question 5. Which popular ballet features a seven-headed mouse king and an act set in the land of the sweets? Which popular ballet features a seven-headed mouse king and an act set in the land of the sweets? Question number 6. Who is the currently serving U.S. Attorney General? Who is the currently serving U.S. Attorney General? Question number 7. Babylon is located in which modern day country? The ancient city of Babylon is located in which modern day country? And I'm not talking Northern Ireland. Question number 8. Moby Dick is a novel written by which author? Moby Dick is a novel written by which author? And I'll take this moment to remind you that Hilby does its very own anonymous confessions page called Vito's Bellow. Question number 9. Which Chinese special administrative region lies across the Pearl River Delta from Hong Kong and has earned the nickname Las Vegas of Asia? Which Chinese special administrative region lies across the Pearl River Delta from Hong Kong and has earned the nickname Las Vegas of Asia? Question number 10, the final quiz. But 0 points entire round. Which 2014 sci-fi film directed by Christopher Nolan features a main character named Joseph Cooper? Which 2014 sci-fi film directed by Christopher Nolan features a main character named Joseph Cooper? Joseph Cooper, also the name of former XCOM regular and alumnus, and I believe honorary lifetime member of Hillbilly SLC. We'll go through these questions again. Question number 1, who was the most recent defender to win the Ballon d'Or? Question number 2, the CIA headquarters is located in which state? Question number 3, which pop artist had albums Confessions on a Dance Floor and True Blue? Question number 4, cognac is a type of what liquor? Question number 5, what popular ballet features a seven-headed mouse king and an act set in the land of the sweets? Question number 6, who is the current serving US Attorney General? Question number 7, which the ancient city of Babylon is located in which modern-day country? Question number 8, Moby Dick is a novel written by which author? Question number 9, which Chinese special administrative region lies across the Pearl River Delta from Hong Kong and has earned the nickname Las Vegas of Asia? Question number 10, which 2014 sci-fi film directed by Christopher Nolan features a main character named Joseph Cooper? When you have all your answers, do please make sure you've got a team name on your paper and swap your paper with another team. Swap those papers. Vitally important, you get those papers swapped. And if you swap once, feel free to swap again if that means that you end up with someone else in front of you. Yeah.
Oh, really? To be fair, we haven't actually been winning.
No, that's what I thought. That's like, it's meant as a reason something really well done. We will go through the answers in 1 minute. So make sure your papers are swapped. Your papers better, tell you what, better be swapped after 1 minute or there will be hell to pay. Right, Elliot. Right, here we go. It's time for the answers. And you better believe it. No half points. No half points. Mark someone else's. Here we go. Question number 1. The answer is Andy Murray. Then we had yellow. Next up was Democratic Republic of Congo. Then we had James Viscount 7. James Viscount 7. We'll accept Viscount 7 and we'll accept James. Blackadder goes 4th was the next one. Then we had Monk Weymouth or Jarrow. You can have either of those for the point. Either of those for the point. Swallows and Amazons was next. Swallows and Amazons. Then we had the Trent Affair. The Trent Affair. Next up was West Nile virus. And the link was, of course, rivers. They're all rivers. The anagrams we had Gavin and Stacey. The IT crowd. Outnumbered. Father Ted. Friday night dinner. Bad education. Fresh meat. The in-betweeners. The Vicar of Dibley. And the anagram of all of the first letters of all the questions was subtenant. Subtenant, well done if you got that. Then we had our word stake. Australian Open. Australian Open. Nick Falno. Orange was next. 11. Netball. Left forward. Deepdale Stadium. We'll give you the point for Deepdale, but the word stake needs stadium to work. We can have the point for Deepdale. Martial arts with these ones. Then we had Speedway and yoga. Yoga. Then our Imperial Latin round we had Romanus. Then Gaius is his praenomen. Julius is his nomen, and Caesar is his cognomen. Virgil was the writer of the Aeneid. Then we had CH, which stands for Confederatio Helvetica, Latin name for Swiss Confederacy. Then we had this, it was the 2nd century AD. The 2nd century AD. What a century that was, by the way. Then we had China, or the Chinese Empire. China was what we wanted. Quid pro quo. Quid pro quo. Then we have Pontifex. Pont meaning bridge. Tobias Menzies, Mingis, I don't know how you pronounce that, but Tobias Menzies. And this was, of course, Circular Lot. Then we have the Wipeout Round. Question number 1. Reminder, if the person you're marking, if they get any of these Wipeout questions wrong, that's an automatic 0 for the entire round. You need to mark no longer. The answer was Fabio Cannavaro. The state was Virginia. Then we had Madonna. Cognac was brandy. Is brandy? The Nutcracker. Attorney General is Merrick Garland. Well done if you got that. I feel like they're not in the news so much these days. Merrick Garland. This was Iraq. Then we had Herman Melville. Macau. You can spell the AO or AU, either way. This was Interstellar. Interstellar was this one. So please add up your score. Please add up the score of the team you're marking and write the total score big on the front of the piece of paper in a circle, perhaps. We want score big somewhere so we can see it. And then When you're ready, please bring up your piece of paper. Thank you. If you're playing on a home, please feel free to send me what your score was and what your team name was. Thank you. No, you didn't. Is this yours? Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. I didn't think about it. It looks like our friends might have won it. 40! It's the lowest score I've ever seen. That's bad. Well, delivery director. Thank you very much. I'll take your word for it.
It's 10 plus 10 plus 8, 28, and 35. So that's 7.
Sounds good. Thank you very much. I do something else. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Right. Right, I can reveal the winners of the best team name and who get to pick around for next week are Verni Vici. So, do come up with a quiz round you'd like for next week and let me know, and that will be the case. If for winning, we have a tie-break situation. 2 teams are on 42 points, and they are Cecilia's Estin Bede and Biggest Beaders. So would a representative of each of those please come up to the desk and claim a fresh piece of paper? What? Are you not one of them? I wanted a tiebreak anyway. Sorry, you're out of it. Oh no! Tell you what. I didn't mean to do that. But do you want to take part in the tiebreak? And then you can still win. What? Well, right. The tiebreak question is, and then bring it up to me when you're ready. When you have an answer, the closest answer will win. According to what I just typed into Google, what is the population of Switzerland? What is the population of Switzerland? And bring up your answer, and the closest answer to the correct answer will win the £20 bar tab. Yes.
Would you like your round thing?
60s rock. I can now reveal that the specialist round for next week will be on 60s rock. 1960s rock, so that's a fun one. The contenders for winning are coming up now.
Achilles Guido.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Right. One team has gone for 4.8 million. One team has gone for 8.5 million, and one team has gone for 7.9 million. The winner. Sorry, 4. I'm sick. I'm afraid there's not a prize for coming last. Just a promise that maybe I'll do better next time. The population of Switzerland is 8.6 million. So, Achilles and Beedham, whatever it was, you have won the £20 bar tab. So very well done there. So do come on up and claim your prize. Thank you very much for coming to the bar quiz. We will see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.